Welcome back to another Bargain Savage video, and today I have for you this iHome wireless Bluetooth clip-on speaker from Dollarama. Now let's see what it's all about. Alright, so I grabbed this from Dollarama for $4 plus tax, and I was looking online, found a few places, and I'll throw those up here right now, and you can see the different prices that I found them for online. A lot more than what Dollarama is selling them for, but I'm guessing that maybe they're going out of business, but the website is still up, so I don't know what's going on there. But on the front of the box here it says hands-free speakerphone, rechargeable battery, secure clip technology, and universal bracket included. On the side of the box, it's got some more about the universal clip. They're pretty proud of that. On the other side of the box, it says it's Bluetooth, speakerphone, rechargeable, stereo output, plug-in headphones for stereo audio. Now, that seems a little different. I don't know why you'd want to do that when it's already got a speaker inside it, but we'll give it a whirl. And a secure clip. And once again, a universal bracket. And on the back of the box, it's just this face here. Bluetooth, iHome, and yeah, the speaker clipped onto the hat. So let's get into the box here. Okay, so first off, I gotta say this thing is very well packaged. And after further inspection, it would be a lot easier if you just take this tape off, and then there's this little strap in the inside there. You can take that off, and it'll come out a lot easier. But apparently, I rip first, look second, so I didn't do that. In the package, you're gonna find a set of instructions, a nice little bag, the universal clip, which has got the fuzzy Velcro on both sides, and then a little clip there. Comes with this USB end with a TRRS plug, 3.5mm plug on it. And they're very persistent on charging it fully on the first time. And it also has a customer support number if you have some problems. And it also comes with this catalog of other products that they sell. And then, of course, the unit itself. Doesn't weigh all that much. It's a little thick. Give the instructions a little brief over, and I'll be back in a flash. Okay, so one of the first things it tells you to do is charge before use. And it says the first time you charge it is going to be about 1.5 hours. And that should last 2 to 3 hours of music playing at full volume. Now, one of the things I noticed in here is the manual is actually fairly well written. So we'll charge this up. Now, upon charging this, when I first plugged it in, this little light here turned red, and when it was fully charged, it turned off. And in the instructions, that's exactly what it says it'll do. Now, another thing in here is that this is the universal button on the front there. Make sure the unit is off. Press and hold the multi-function button for 8 seconds. The LED indicator will flash blue and red, and tones will sound, indicating pairing attempt. Now, it also says here that through the 3.5mm jack, You could use this to actually double as a Bluetooth adapter. So you could send a signal from here to another device, be it in your car, maybe a stereo, something like that. It would work like that. Now, the one thing that I'm concerned about, and I can see it being a problem in some minor circumstances, is that this 3.5 millimeter plug is how it charges. Plus, if you're actually using this to go to another unit, like headphones, you couldn't charge it while you were listening to the headphones at the same time either. But I don't think that's mainly what you would use this for anyway. So let's try and pair this. There we go. Flashing red and blue. Scanning. Shows up iHome IWBT1. Pairing. And it's connected. So that works fairly well and fast. Now let's see how it sounds. Now I know this song isn't in English, but it was vocals and I thought it would be a good way of testing it. But there's also some other music on here as well. I have about a 2-minute test track. It is not very loud. Okay, you can switch tracks by holding the button down for the plus and the minus. Single pushes, turn up the volume. There we go. Now it's actually fairly loud for a little speaker. It sounds fairly good. Flashes a little bit of blue every once in a while to tell you that it's on. Not a lot of bass, but sounds decent. It is... I'm shocked at how clear it actually sounds. Alright, now I did bring a hat down to clip this thing on. We'll give it a shot like that. It is, the clip on here is very strong. It holds very well. Actually surprised. I want to see what it sounds like while I'm wearing it like this. It is fairly silly looking. Fairly loud at this distance. It's almost too loud. I think it looks absolutely ridiculous, but it's clear and it sounds good. I'm very impressed with the audio quality. I'm gonna have to try this out on some calls. I can't see myself wearing this very often. As you can see, it's small, but for this purpose, it is very big on a beak. So let's try it out with some headphones. Okay, so now I have some headphones. Stick these on. Plug them in. And I'll try that out. Wow. Okay. This actually makes a fairly decent headphone amplifier. As funny as that sounds, it's pretty loud. The sound is pretty clear up until about the last notch or two of volume, and that could be a very good use for this thing as well. I'm rather shocked of how loud it is. For one, it powers the headphones very, very well. Now, I didn't think that this would be something that I would use for that, but after using that and testing it out and hearing it just with the little test play there, if you buy one of these and you have corded headphones, try this out. It is shockingly good. It does power them louder than my phone for sure. It's crazy. So that works very well. So I'll play around with these for a bit, make some phone calls on them, listen to them for a while, see what the battery life's like, and I'll let you know how that goes after that's all done. I don't think I would wear this out in public by any means. I'm pretty impressed with the sound quality. It works very well, and this thing is good for $4. But what I do not like about it is that it's big on the hat. It's huge. I would probably use this for work, possibly cutting the grass, stuff like that. But I don't think I want to let anybody see me in public with this on my hat. But it definitely does have its place. Now, if you had this in your pocket and used it as like a headphone amplifier with your phone so that your phone didn't have to be out, that might work. And yeah, I don't know, maybe camping, something like that. But yeah, I don't think I'd go downtown with this. Maybe a secondary option for Bluetooth in your car. If your car doesn't have Bluetooth, you can clip this on there and have hands-free calling in your phone. But yeah, I think it's a win, but I think it's a win that you don't want anybody to see you wearing. So it's another day, and I've had some time to play around with this. And one of the things that I've learned is I actually enjoy listening to this. It sounds fairly well. As long as nobody sees me wearing it, I'm all right with it. Another thing is, it works extremely well with headphones. We figured that out. It has an auxiliary port that doubles as a charging port and an auxiliary out, but not an auxiliary in. So if you want to make something that's not Bluetooth, you could put a 3.5 millimeter cord into this to something else and it'll make that device Bluetooth. Or you could power a set of headphones, and it does power headphones very well. I don't know if I've stressed that enough yet. Now with phone calls, I'm not too sure what goes on there because the music quality is fairly well, but when you call with it, the sound that comes through the speaker is not as bright, not as clear as when you're listening to music. Now, I called two different people, and one was using a speakerphone, and it was fairly hard to hear them, and another one was using a Bluetooth headset. And the Bluetooth headset was fairly decent, but is still the sound that comes through the speaker is a lot quieter than what it will output when you're listening to music. But as for it working like that, you can, when you get an incoming call, you just push the multi-function button once and it'll answer the phone and you can have your conversation. When you're done, one click, it hangs up the phone. That all works good. And the people that I was talking to, both of them said that this thing was coming in very clear. But that's only very clear when you're wearing it right here. Now, I used the handy dandy universal clip and I attached it to this and to my visor, like in the picture shown, and then made a phone call with it. And the person said they could barely hear me and they were wearing a headset. So I took it off the visor, clipped it back on my hat, and they said they could hear me absolutely fine and it sounded great. So to put this on your visor as using it in your vehicle for a hands-free, I do not think works at all. And because I had such a hard time hearing the person that I was calling, I decided that I wanted to try one more thing, and I plugged the headphones into the unit and put it on and made a call to see if it would play through the headphones and use the mic off the unit. And it does it, and it works very well. But then you have a cord hanging down again, and I do not like that. But if you're in a vehicle or something, maybe that would be an option. I did some testing with the decibel meter to see what this thing was putting out. And at point blank range, I got 115 decibels. And at the 10 centimeter mark, I had 80 decibels, which is not excessively loud, but it's loud enough and it sounds pretty good. Now, really the only trouble that I had with this was trying to pair it to another device after it was already paired to a device. And the reason that is because when you press and hold this button, you'll hear it tone. Now the device is on. And you'll see here it's just flashing blue. Now after that beep, you think that it's on, and I automatically want it to let go. But that is not how you get it to pair. So you have to shut the device back off, press and hold the button again until you hear that tone, and then keep holding it until you hear that tone. And now you can see it's flashing red and blue, and it is visible to devices, and it'll allow you to pair. That's the only problem I had, and once I figured that out, this thing would pair like crazy. The first time I paired it, you can see on camera that it worked very well, very fast. For $4, this thing is a heck of a bargain with a few little quirks. I have no clue why it's at Dollarama, but nevertheless, I like it. I recommend it. And hey, like I said, it makes a heck of a little headphone amplifier as a dual purpose. Now, if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, then please like and subscribe and leave a comment below on what you think. And if you have some extra time, then check out another video of mine right here. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.